Hola guys, or ladies and gents, welcome to the Valencia Car Show for the third time. Behind us is the Renault Twingo Electric, and I haven't managed to test this car because when I started actually getting cars in Croatia from Renault, they didn't have the Twingo Electric anymore, which is a shame, and I wanted to do a review before it gets off the table because I think they're going to replace it or remove it from the market. But it's an electric small city hatchback, has 22 kilowatt onboard charger and a smaller battery which charges I think to 80% in half an hour. So that's a huge advantage of this little car that I think has like 150 kilometers of range in winter and maybe 200 or 250 in summer. So it's a great delivery car. So without further ado, let's just jump into the review and check it out. Okay, so as mentioned, perfect car for deliveries or taxiing because it's small and it charges so fast with a small battery. I think it's pretty good for also city commuting and so on. Now I've remembered, so Renault is going to introduce their electric models under a new badge, under a new name. So this is the Megane E-Tech. Also, this is the last. They're going to just introduce a completely new brand for their electric vehicles. So that's the reason Twingo won't be on the table anymore. But now you can get this if you're looking for a new car, or even better as a used car, because it still holds a lot of value because of the fast charging and small range. Now let's check it out. This is the X Urban Night package, so it's the top package. Probably raises the price a bit, but let's check it out. Now there is an optional glass roof that's openable for those of you who are going to ask, so to eliminate that question. Let's check it out. So we have daytime running lights, and this is really for the long time on the market, so it still has halogen bulbs, and I would not advise you to put an LED here because of this. It's going to blind people on the road. I know they should have probably used the LED back then, but stick with the halogen bulbs. Now we have a little chrome black, piano black to be correct, and the classical Renault badge or the diamond. We have air intake on the top, which is interesting for electric car because this is also available as an ICE or petrol, so that's why this is probably unchanged. Also air intake at the bottom. There are flaps here that open up and expose the radiator, which is here on the top. You can see it maybe. Now the night package, the X Urban Night has this in white. I think the standard model has it in black. So I'm gonna move to this end. Don't worry about the cable, it's just a 12-volt battery charger. I see there's a keyhole here, so this might open up. Maybe it's locked in this case. And also you have side tunneling here for better aerodynamics. We have this gray metallic color. So let me just see here. It looks like this says here Serie Limitada. So limited series Urban Night. So this one has 60 kilowatts of power, R80, and it's a 20 kilowatt hour battery. So let's see here, Twingo Electric, 25,000 euros, and with color option 500, and there's a kind of discount, I guess, or maybe not. It comes to 28, which is kind of spicy. I think they raised the prices of this car when it was launched, plus this package, but it looks pretty sweet, definitely with this black alloys. Check these out. So all black, some people are going to appreciate that. Over here we have the Michelin Primacy 4 tires, so these are quite good with low rolling resistance. They give you more range, also they're more silent, so it should be better inside. So just to check the tire dimension here, if I can find it, it's 185/50 R15. So we have a turn signal on the side. We have this in black, and then we have this, well, it's a sticker obviously, so not a huge fan of that personally, but you can get just the basic version without the Urban Night package. Urban Night package has a little chrome there. I think all the models do. There's a Twingo signature there. Now also look at the back. They have drum brakes, and look at this, there's an air intake here. I wonder if it actually cools the battery or something. You got the stickers Urban Night, and we have the tinted windows in the back. Notice that the back window is only openable like this. so it doesn't roll down like the front. Now the side mirror has a blind spot here, so that's quite good. Handle for the driver and physical cylinder, and then on the back you have this, so this is better aerodynamics. And so just a moment here, 205/45 R16. Okay, I think that was the same dimension, I think, yeah. Yeah, okay, here, checking the back, and it's really stylish on the back. I remember when I first saw the car, I was thinking it was too narrow, but it kind of growed on me, so I don't notice it anymore. So I'm not sure if this was facelift or just didn't notice, but I think these taillights slightly changed from the first model. I might be wrong. And we have the cat eyes. At the bottom, we have the parking sensors. On the rear, you have warm lights for the license plates, and we have the badge on the back, Twingo. And on this one, we have the E-Tech Electric badge in gold. Now, as you can see, there's a backing camera wide lens here for the reversing, but you can see the finger smudges here. So I guess people are not figuring out from the first where's this opening, and it's here. There's a rubber button you can press here, so that opens up. And I like this is not a sticker, I think. Actually, nope, it is a sticker. For a moment, I thought it was in the glass. That would be cool, but it's not. So watch out when you're washing your car not to peel off the sticker. So let me back up here so you can see the cargo space. So this is what you get. I mean, it's a bit shallow, but for deliveries, once again, not too bad. And if you're taxiing one person, not too bad. Because I think you can fit a suitcase here and put one on the back. So this is plastic, but there's like one finger of height, maybe 3 centimeters or maybe 4 to this. This is slightly going downwards. This is cloth. There are tether points here for the ISOFIX if you have kids. Seats knock down 50/50. So, and over here, I guess you can put a, I don't know, fire extinguisher or something. On the left, you have a warm light. Unfortunately, they haven't thought of grocery hooks back then. This shelf is, well, practical. You can take it off if you want to. You can put a longer umbrella here, so there's this bar going inside. You can see the headrest, so you can lower that as well. And on the top, in the middle, you can pull down. The rest is pretty much plain. So, notice here, this is glass. Glass. All over here, and then over here there's a metal frame, and then plastic attached. And the hinges here are also attached to this spoiler. So I'm just trying to show you that from different angles, because there's a spoiler here, and there's actually tunneling underneath, and there's a washer nozzle for the wiper. So that's also good for the aerodynamics there. I've seen most of these in white color. I actually like the gray combo and the black. Now over here is press to open your Type 2 charging port. So this is for AC, but again, onboard charger has 22 kilowatts, not 11 like most cars. So this is a huge advantage for charging this 20 kilowatt hour battery, because it charges pretty fast. Now, let's get on the front, or excuse me, first at the back seat. Now, let's check the closing sound. This is a very light car as well. Have that in mind. Bronk. So, yeah, there's rattling sound, but okay, this is a very light car, so it's justified. Now, there's no rubber ceiling. I noticed that, not here either, but there is one still inside there, so still shouldn't be horrible for the soundproof inside. So this is how you open the window, and you can push down here to lock from the inside if you have kids. And while we add that, doesn't open too wide, but I think it's doable to put a child seat here in the back. You do have those ISOFIX points there. Now checking the inside of the door, of course, hard plastic. There's a huge pocket here, you can see that. There's a little Twingo here. That's cool detail. This is pulled to close, big handles. So that's practical. And there's a strap here, and there's a little water bottle signature or symbol there. So, you know, not too shabby. And just checking this, so this is carpet underneath. So, and there is I'm not sure if you can see my fingers. There's a net here, so you can put some cargo underneath. That's pretty cool as well. I haven't expected that, to be honest. Leather textile, so white contrast stitching. And look at these look quite comfy, and this one's tall. So you can see the headrest. So I think this is, you know, black and white for the package that's here. Okay, let me see. How do I knock down the seats? It's quite interesting. There's a cable here for the, I guess, a stoplight. I'm not sure how do you knock down the seats, honestly. I mean, I'm a reviewer for 5 years and I can't figure it out. Maybe it's from the back. Okay, I know you can knock them down. Let me go inside. Okay, the floor is going slightly upwards towards the seat. So, yeah, you know, it's manageable, but obviously for a tall person such as myself, quite tight. Now, I did adjust the front seat for myself, but, you know, if we're a shorter person sitting in the front, I think you would have more knee room. Let's close it up. Yeah, there's a bang sound, slightly rattling, but, you know, okay, expected. There's a cup holder. It is rubberized at the bottom, but there's a screw here that's kind of exposed, and it has like 3 plasticky here, like not bubbles, but like little extensions, so it kind of fits the bottle, doesn't wiggle around. There's a 12-volt outlet there, and this one's for, might be for the lumbar for the driver, because this one doesn't have it. Okay, so the seats are quite comfortable. Oh, there it is. So, well, you see this. So this little guy here is for your seatbelt not to be in the way, but behind it is, but it was like this, so I didn't see it. You pull the little tab here up, and now you can knock down the seat. Okay, there you go. You can see the room. So I might show the other one, but this is nice, and the seatbelt is not in the way. So there you go. And they try to maximize the headspace here. It's nice and light tone. On the back here, you can again put that umbrella, perhaps longer umbrella if it's raining. Okay, headspace, 2-meter tall person. Well, yeah, the roof is slightly going downwards, but for an average person, well, for me, for average person, I'd be still maybe touching, I don't know. It's quite smaller space, and the roof is lowering, but you know, it looks okay for an average on the back. Now, front look kind of reminds me slightly of the Smart Electric, perhaps not design-wise, but I don't know, just that was the first thought. And this is very light, and there's Smart, who does also have small battery, the 2-door electric, and the 4-door also 22 kilowatt onboard charger. Let's get on the front. So, but before we do that, I wanted to show you the, you know, cargo from this side, because, you know, so maybe slightly better perspective. Now you can knock this one down. So there you go. That's the inside of the cargo area. Again, great for deliveries. Okay, checking the front. Okay, same closing sound, maybe slightly better. Tire pressure is here. Okay, and checking the front. Hard plastic, but they've added some leather here and slight padding. Okay, here's no padding, but here is padding. So, you know, it's not that bad. Power windows. You can electronically adjust the side mirrors, big handles, water bottle, also nice spacious speaker there. And Urban Night X repeatedly. And yeah, this is like a black aluminum doorstep. I think you can put carpets here, they're missing. rubber paddles. Now here we have the lane assist. Maybe you can turn off the fake sound for the electric vehicle, parking sensors, light height. So those are your buttons. Steering column is adjusted manually. Push that one up to slide back and forward, up and down. Okay, there's nothing here, so the other ones obviously for the tilt of the seat. Maybe they've added it on the other side for the front passenger because they probably didn't do it symmetrically on this car. So cloth, white leather on the front, black leather again, and then cloth, and then here this is just like rubber on textile. Integrated headrest. Let's jump inside. Okay, this is better, more comfortable. Let me close it up. Okay, the car slightly shakes, but the closing sound on the front is way better. Switching to wide lens. Now, I'm a tall person, but this is not a bad point of view. Look at this. You can see the bone is slightly, but it's a pretty good overview. Even if you're a lower person like this, you still see better because this car is slightly taller than most of the cars in this range. Like the Megane there is slightly lower sitting. So have the display here. We have the cool digital trip computer, but also the classical speedometer. Let's zoom back in. So checking the steering wheel first. Well, is this leather? Well, it should be. It's perforated here. Yeah, definitely leather. I thought for a moment it was rubberized, but this is definitely leather. It has a very rough texture to it, so I don't know, it gives you a good grip at least. There's black stitches, so this is perforated at the bottom and the top. It's a 3-spoke, flat bottom, so like a sports steering wheel, maybe part of this X-Urban night package. I guess this is your speed limiter. Voice command, and then I'm not sure what the R and O is, to be honest. Okay, we have the lights, so warm lights. As you can see, you can turn them automatic. In this case, they go off. I notice the screen is brighter than if I turn it on, it goes black. If I turn the daytime running lights and the lights, so you have the white theme. Oh, the camera is struggling. There you go. It's gonna gray, and then you have the black theme. Also, you can see the illumination goes off there. So quite cool looking speedometer. I think, it reminds me of the classical cars. Quite cool. Not sure if this car can make it to 160 kilometers per hour on the highway, but maybe downhill. The battery is 99%. It says here 179 kilometers. So maybe, not sure if it's 100% 200 kilometers or maybe 180, 190. But also it depends on your driving style, right? So, not bad for a city car. Okay, air vents here close and open. You can, control that. A lot of piano black, not my personal favorite around the dash, but okay. There's an air vent blowing there to the side. There's a speaker there and 2 air vents on the top. There is a hazard button. You can see that the daytime running lights switch to turn signals or hazards. You can lock and unlock the car from the inside. So checking here, quite nice. Now I forgot to mention there are no handles on these back seats. There is one for the front passenger, but not the driver. Hard plastic, slams down. It is very spacious. That's quite nice. I don't see any light or AC. Okay, so this is also spacious. It's a very Spartan plastic car, but it's an entry car. Don't forget that. Now, I did notice, light controls and wiper controls look classic. There's one for the rear. And then you have here, I guess, for the intervals of wiper speed. Physical key, and then on the Renault cars, you have this for the volume up and down. I think you press both to mute. There is like a little roller there for, I guess, stations. There are 2 buttons up there. So you can see like shortcuts for answering and dropping call. There's even a button below here for like mode and OK. Might be for the trip computer or this one, not sure. Okay, moving on. You have the screen here, you have the home, car settings, and the apps. I'm gonna come back to this in a moment. You have for the volume, I guess we can switch it off. And underneath here, you have the climate control, and look at this, it's an automatic climate. You can press on to turn automatic. Then I guess when you move this one, the light, moves. You can select the temperature. So very impressive that you have automatic AC. That's good because in the winter there won't be condensation inside. I guess people don't have that problem here in Valencia, which is always summer, but in the rest of the Europe, that's a nice feature. And nice physical controls. Also here, so I guess this is for the fan speed perhaps. AC on or off, I guess, as well. Yeah, definitely. Close air circulation, front max blow, back defrost, air direction. So also nice physical buttons. That's cool. Now over here on the bottom we have Eco Drive. I guess reduces the power if you're low on battery, you want to reach to the charging station. Aux in, USB A, two of them. And this is a rubber here, so you can put your phone here, and this is perhaps a wireless charger. Also you have a cup holder. Okay, speed limiter and cruise control. So I guess you flip which one you want to choose, and then with this one you just change the speed. Still not sure what this is for. R and O. Type in the comments below if you know. Okay, this is in a park position, so there's like a little button you press. This is also nice leather. You can see here, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then push to the side for brake. And you can, I guess, control the recuperation. So also a little piano black around the screen, and then on the bottom nothing. You have a manual handbrake on an EV. I think only the shared platform, of course, with the Dacia Spring has it, but the Spring has DC charging. So this one's also AC22 that I've emphasized a few times. Okay, you can turn off the screen, you can turn it back on, you can have the standby mode with this. So I have daytime temperature, and it's pretty cool. Navigation, well, it's kind of slow, but still good. Informative. It gives you the range around Valencia in this case, so you can see how far you can go. I think the blue area is like definitely then the green if you reduce your driving mode, put it to eco, and then reduce your consumption. So we have 3 dots, so 3 pages. So this is the navigation. I wanted to pinch and zoom this one. Maybe if you press here, okay, you go to full screen, and then you can have the 3D view, top view, reorient to north. It's actually okay, not super fluid, but it's not too laggy, I guess. You have the options there, and okay, this is in Spanish. I haven't switched it to English. And you can add widgets. You have the users, so you can have multiple users if it's a family car, a shared car, a company. Navigation, radio. There is no reception here because we are in a hall here, and it's pretty bad reception. I tried it in the other cars. You can press here to, actually no, we have to use the little button there, so you get this menu when you keep pressing the ones here. Yeah, you can mute that. So applications, video, photo, standard and Renault. I was just looking to see if there is Android Auto. You have the lane assist, I guess, here. Backing camera doesn't look that bad. Come on, go back. Not sure what happened. Let's go here to the shortcut for the icons. So radio, music, phone, via Bluetooth applications, info about the car. You can actualize the software. I'm not sure if it's over-the-air updates. I think it was just introduced in the Megane E-Tech. Also, I have a separate review on the channel, very detailed, with separate point of view driving, day and night. Check that out if you're interested. And subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to get notified when I upload more videos. And like this video, helps me a lot. Okay, I showed you this one. So this is for the programming of the battery. You can, maybe preheat the battery, air the cabin. I programmed the charging time, whether there's a cheaper tariff at night. And there's a few options here. Sorry for not switching this to English. Actually, let's do that. So a lot of languages here. So English UK. Okay, let me see here. So you can see here the display options as well. So not a lot of options, so it's just like brightness and similar. Programming, you can see that, calendar, car configurator, auto door lock when driving. Okay, actually that's not a bad thing. So you don't, kids don't open when you're driving, and someone doesn't try to open it when you're in traffic light. Rear view camera, I showed you that. Not sure what happens once you want to exit. Okay, I think that's mostly it. We've showed you everything, and car info here. Yeah, that was a map update and the navigation full screen. So quite nice little car there. So I'm not sure if we're gonna open the front bonnet. I'm gonna switch the light off, not to kill the battery. So let me just check here. When I saw the key cylinder on the front, there's no pull to open. So unfortunately, I don't have the key, so I won't be able to show you the front electric motor. So we're gonna wrap it there. Once again, that was the price. I think that's quite expensive, to be honest, today. But I know they've raised the prices for this car. It was way cheaper before, and something I've almost missed, besides the light and rain sensor, there is a front camera here. Interesting if that's a dash cam or it has some sort of other functionality. Also forgot to show the mirror because it's a standard mirror, so there's no digital view, and it's automatic, dimming here. Excuse me, no dimming. It's automatic flip when someone blinds you. Actually, I forgot that I showed the headspace because it's just so long. I had the infotainment there, so just in case I did, yeah, there's a good overview on the back. I actually didn't show this. And there's seatbelt information. There are lights that are warm. There's your Bluetooth calls. You can put a document here, and you can put, actually no, nothing here, but no light, but there's a beauty mirror. And this does not extend. This might suggest that it slides, but it doesn't. So this is not covered. So sorry, I thought I've covered this. It was kind of long at the infotainment. Plenty of headroom for a tall person. Actually, now considering the car, I was looking at this, considering this as a delivery car for a family member that's thinking going into delivery via those apps for your food and other things they can order. Don't need to mention the brands, or don't want to advertise anyone, but it's actually quite solid car on the front. And I was once being driven as a taxi in this car, which is, it was really nice. So it's a nice car, and a lot of room on the front, even for a tall person. On the back, it's a little bit different. So also they try to maximize headspace here, and for a tall person, it's quite good on the back. Maybe just for my height, slightly short, but for an average person, it's quite decent. So here I have a towing hook. Okay, these are some options. This is definitely not this car, not Twingo, but over here you can see you can have different interior colors, different exterior colors, and it's a great looking car. This is, I think, the standard model I saw. It definitely doesn't have the white details underneath like this one, but it's a pretty sweet car. And once again, wrapping it up, excellent small electric car. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more from Valencia Car Show, do subscribe, click the bell to get notified. I'm going to cover some other cars as well. So guys, wait, before we finish, I just realized the next day, but they have also electric Twingo. This is the classical, so you can see the normal package, how it looks from the outside. You can see the alloys. You can see the price. So just a little profile. I like this lines. And just the interior, so you have white plastic that looks a little bit more posh, to be honest. But they also have it here that I'm not a huge fan of that one. And on the steering wheel, run the automatic, but the back is darker, also white inside. And I think it's the same here, but you get the badge there as well. So that's the Twingo Electric.